Hey folks, Betty here. Welcome back to another Poem Master video. Damn, I'm gonna make so many jokes with this hat until you guys get omega annoyed with it. So, anyways, yeah, today we're gonna go over Onyx's Syncgrid. So, unlike what I usually would do, which is just go over either two or three, right? Syncgrids. I'm also gonna go over its one. Not that there's like much to go over, just because just for the folks who accidentally use their tech. Well, it doesn't have to be accidentally. Maybe you just like Vileplume or Torkoal more, but yeah, if you use your 3-star Tech on someone else, right, and you got nowhere Tech for Onyx, right? So, anyways, I mean, 1-star. Yeah, I mean, not 1-star. Level 1 Sync is really, you got nothing. You just basically pick up everything, right? Potion Ember, like it actually, like it's Sync move level 1 actually has some really good stuff. It got your Potion MP refresh, and you got Stoic 1 in here as well, right? So it's a solid Syncgrid at even only level 1, right? Just basically pick up everything. Anyways, moving on to Sync move level 2. And at Sync move level 2, you got some interesting options, right? Since you do have a lot of other things that you could maybe work with that could, like, you could if you want your Onyx to do damage at Sync move level 2, you could actually make it do some damage, right? You could pick up Stoic over here, Hunter's Instinct, extra 30% damage when you're when you lower the opponent's speed to the max, right? And then you could also pick up Tough Cookie if your defense is raised to the max. That's an extra 30% on your damage as well. So like you're going to be doing solid damage on this. The only like downside to Onyx here is honestly it's just like the dude's Rock Tomb doesn't hit that hard, right? So you might want to pick up a decent amount of these Rock Tomb powers up as well. And then your last option, like either you want to just go full in, pick up more Rock Tomb power ups, or just pick up Potion MP Refresh, just because Potion MP Refresh is just that valuable, right? I personally would prefer to go with Potion MP Refresh over here, right? As for like a regular tech / support grid for Onyx, you could just do that, pick up Rock Throw Move Gauge Refresh, pick up Rock Hard Determination, and then come down here, and then pick up Rock Throw Defense Crush. As for the other stuff, you could just pick up Stat Buffs, whatever, depending on what you're facing. Your physical special, usually only want to use Onyx for physical stages if you're using it as a main tank. If you're using it as an off tank, then it's not like that big of a deal, right? So yeah, that's a 2 out of 5 build. As for a 3 out of 5 build, you have a lot of very, very interesting options that you could go for. Let's just go for the support / tech grid first over here, right? I'm gonna pick up all this stuff. Potion Master Healer 2. That's where you get the good stuff, right? Master Healer 2 with only 10 energy cost, and again, Potion MP Refresh. You want to generally come down, pick up Defense Crush 2, Rock Throw Move Gauge Refresh 4, and Rock Hard Determination MP Refresh if you need that. If you don't, then obviously just more stats should be fine, right, as well. I personally don't think Rock Hard Determination Group Therapy is that big of a deal, unless you're just fighting a stage that there's going to be like a lot of hazards or status wise from the opponent's side. Then sure, you could pick up Group Therapy on Rock Hard Determination as well, right? As for a damage grid, you could actually do that as well, because you come down, pick up Stoic, Hunter's Instinct, over here pick up Tough Cookie, and on the other side you could pick up Haymaker, which helps you do a lot of damage on the sync move, which you could actually do decent damage on your sync move, right? If you need beef up 4, I guess, right? But like generally, if you're like trying to use him to attack, I wouldn't really do this, because this requires you to get hit, right? And if you're getting hit and you're picking up beef up 4, which means you can't pick up the potion stuff, which I would probably value a bit more, right? And between Potion Master Healer MP Refresh 2 and Master Healer 2, I'd pick up Master Healer 2, because Master Healer 2 basically gives you an extra 40%. It's 20% per, but you have 2 potions, so that's an extra 40% on your heals, which is basically a guaranteed potions MP Refresh, because if you MP Refresh it once, you get another potion, which is an extra 40% heal, right? But if it's Master Healer, then it does give you 20% per, and then that adds up to 40, and that's a guaranteed MP Refresh once, right? And instead of the 30% chance to refresh your a potion every time. Obviously, you have 2 chances at that. But this is just safer. If you want to gamble with RNG, then sure, go with that, right? But if you don't care about like potions at all, you just want to do more damage, say with Rock Tomb, then you could pick up stuff like this as well, and that should also do you decently, right? If you don't need heals, I mean, you still got the regular potions, but if you don't need as much heals, then Onyx, even though I don't think it's it's not the best striker, rock type striker, obviously, right? Kui doesn't much more damage, even Olivia, right? But if you just like really don't have any rock type strikers, this is actually not terrible, just because mainly Haymaker just gives it that much more that it could do, and also Tough Cookie and Hunter's Instinct as well, right? As for like a Rock Tomb grid, you could run one, like just like a pure tech Rock Tomb grid, right? I'm talking about. You can run one. I don't think it's extremely valuable, just because there's just better slowers in the game. Helios is probably the best slower in the game, right? But I guess you could run it, right? You could pick up Rock Tomb, Move Gauge Refresh over here, and then pick up down here Rock Tomb Overwhelm. That's 30% chance of lowering the opponent's attack when you Rock Tomb them, which is really good because you're getting lowering speed and attack, which I think it's it's a pretty nice combo over there. Potion, and then Master Heal, especially if you're tanking with Onyx, because Onyx, again, really good physical defenses. If you lower opponent's physical attack, that's even better for you, right? So there's also that. Actually, never mind, don't want to take Hunter's Instinct. You probably much rather have the extra special defense and HP over here, right? And as for the last bit, you could just pick up some stats or whatever that you feel is fitting for your Onyx, right? So yeah, that's Onyx's grid, I guess, for the most part. I really like it. I like Onyx's grid a lot. I actually, like, before, like, the whole Sync Orb system changed, like, before this change, right? The other change, back when we could, like, farm Sync Orbs, and we didn't know, like, when Onyx's grid was coming out, I actually pre-farmed, like, about, like, 200 Sync Orbs for Onyx before, we couldn't farm Sync Orbs anymore, because I was expecting a really, really good grid, and they delivered. This is a solid, rock solid grid for Onyx, right? So good stuff over here. Again, if we ever get any more 3-star tech candy in the future, I would highly suggest folks try out Onyx, right? If you've already used up your 3-star tech candies on stuff like Vileplume or Torkoal, which, again, both Vileplume or Torkoal are fantastic units as well. But again, they do different things, right? Torkoal is a lot of damage, physical defensively, right? Really nice there as well. Vileplume, decent tank, lower opponents' special defenses, could do some decent grass type damage as well. So yeah, anyways, that's me with this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for some more Poemasters content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.